Your gear is broken, useless, or dead. The sleek, precision-engineered tools you trusted, the ones that promised reliability in any condition, have failed you. That satisfying click of a locking blade is replaced by a sickening crunch. The battery indicator you glanced at an hour ago, now a blank, lifeless screen. Every piece of modern convenience has become dead weight, a monument to a misplaced faith in technology over technique. And now, you are truly alone. The silence of the wilderness, once a peaceful escape, now presses in with an unnerving weight. The familiar hum of civilization is gone, replaced by the rustle of unseen things in the undergrowth and the whisper of the wind. This isn't the curated solitude of a weekend camping trip. This is a profound, primal isolation, a stripping away of every modern safety net. But for the medieval traveler, this was not an emergency. It was Tuesday. They had skills that turned the wilderness from a threat into a home. For them, the forest was not an alien environment to be conquered with gear, but a familiar landscape to be understood. A broken tool was not a disaster. It was an opportunity to create a new one. A lost trail was not a crisis. It was a chance to read the land itself. Their survival wasn't packed, it was practiced. The medieval period was not just knights and castles. That is the fantasy. The reality was far more raw and far more impressive. Every common person was, by necessity, a survivalist. The farmer, the woodsman, the pilgrim, the merchant, their daily lives depended on an intimate, practical knowledge of the natural world. They couldn't order a replacement part or download a map. Their world was immediate, tactile, and unforgiving. They did not have a backup battery. They had knowledge passed down through generations. This knowledge was a living thing, an inheritance more valuable than gold. It was taught not in classrooms, but in the field. It was the rhythm of the seasons, the language of the stars, the texture of bark, the taste of a wild edible. It was a deep, sensory connection to the world. Today, we are recovering 5 of their most vital lost skills, proven techniques to master your environment. These aren't quaint historical reenactments. They are a masterclass in resourcefulness, a blueprint for self-reliance that has been tested by centuries of real-world application. Field-tested, timeless. The first skill is a shift in mindset. Stop looking in your backpack and start looking at the landscape. Your mind is the primary tool. Your ability to observe, to identify, and to adapt is your greatest asset. The solution to your problem is rarely in a pouch on your belt. It is all around you, waiting to be seen. Every tree, every stone, every stream is a potential tool. Nature is your kit. That fallen birch isn't just a log. It's waterproof bark for a container, tinder for a fire, and wood for a shelter frame. That sharp-edged piece of flint isn't just a rock, it's a knife, a scraper, an arrowhead. This is the fundamental reframing. You are not a visitor in the wilderness, you are a participant in its ecosystem. Skill 1, making water safe. Without clean water, all other skills are useless. Dehydration weakens the body and clouds the mind. But worse, a single sip of contaminated water can lead to debilitating illnesses like dysentery or giardia, a death sentence in a survival situation. The medieval solution is a multi-stage filtration system built from the ground up. Layer grass, fine sand, crushed charcoal, and coarse gravel. Each layer has a specific job. The grass and gravel remove the large debris, leaves, twigs, and heavy sediment. The sand traps the finer suspended particles that make water cloudy, but the real magic happens in the middle. Charcoal is key. It removes impurities. Its incredible porosity acts like a sponge at a microscopic level, trapping dissolved compounds, chemicals, and contaminants through a process called adsorption. This dramatically improves the taste, smell, and safety of the water. But remember, this is a filter, not a purifier. It does not replace boiling, boil after. Filtering removes the solids, boiling kills the pathogens. Skill 2, creating fire from nothing. Fire is life. It is warmth against the biting cold, light against the oppressive dark. It cooks food, purifies water, hardens tools, and provides a profound psychological comfort. When your lighter is empty and your matches are wet, you must become the source of the flame. The fire plow works with technique, long, fast strokes to build heat. It's a marriage of pressure and velocity. You carve a groove in the softwood board and plow the hardwood spindle back and forth. The friction generates a fine, dark powder that collects in a small notch. As the temperature climbs past 800 degrees Fahrenheit, that powder ignites into a tiny glowing coal. When your ferro rod is lost, this is your spark. This is the ancient alchemy of turning wood, muscle, and breath into fire. It is a skill that connects you directly to every ancestor who ever huddled around a flame for survival. Skill 3. The knife you grow. Make cordage from plants. Cordage is the unsung hero of survival. It is the thread that ties everything else together. With it, you can build shelters, set traps, make repairs, and create more complex tools. Many plants, once properly processed, yield fibers stronger than modern twine. The key is the reverse wrap method, a simple but ingenious technique that locks the fibers together under tension. The secret is not the rock, it is hafting with your cordage. A sharp stone in your hand is a cutting tool, but that same stone, hafted to a handle, becomes a force multiplier. The handle provides leverage, increasing the power and precision of every strike. Create a durable axe, knife, or spear anywhere you find rock and vine. This is how you bootstrap your technology. You start with nothing but knowledge, create cordage, and use that cordage to build a tool that allows you to build everything else. Skill 4. Navigation without a needle. Forget the myth about moss. It's a dangerously unreliable indicator. Moss grows where there is moisture and shade, which can be on any side of a tree depending on the terrain and surrounding canopy. True navigation is about reading a collection of subtle but consistent environmental clues. Read the asymmetry of tree growth and the behavior of insects. In the northern hemisphere, the sun spends most of its time in the southern sky. Plants reach for that light, so branches are often denser on the south side. Spiders build their webs in sheltered spots, away from prevailing winds. Anthills are often built to catch the morning sun. No single sign is perfect, but by observing several, a reliable pattern emerges. Use a stick and the sun to find true north with accuracy. This is the shadow compass. Mark the tip of a stick's shadow. Wait 15 minutes and mark it again. The first mark is west, the second is east. A line drawn between them is your east-west line. Stand with west on your left and east on your right, and you are facing true north. It is simple, elegant, and works every time the sun is out. Skill 5. Passive protein. Set a figure 4 deadfall. Constantly hunting for food is a losing game. It burns more calories than you are likely to gain. The medieval survivalist understood the power of passive hunting. The figure 4 deadfall is a masterpiece of engineering, using 3 interlocking sticks to hold up a heavy weight, all balanced on a delicate trigger. A well-set snare hunts while you rest. By identifying game trails, the small highways animals use to travel, you can place traps where they are most effective. You set your lines, and then you can focus on other vital tasks like improving your shelter or gathering water, letting the laws of physics and animal behavior do the work for you. This is energy efficiency, precision over pursuit. It's about understanding your quarry and its environment so thoroughly that you can predict its actions. It is the intellectual application of hunting, a chess match where you set the board in your favor. These 5 skills are more than historical trivia. They are a toolkit for human resilience. They form an interconnected system. Your cordage hafts your axe. Your axe cuts the wood for your fire plow. Your fire purifies the water from your filter and cooks the food from your traps. Each skill supports and enables the others. In a world of digital dependence, they reconnect you with the physical intelligence that kept our ancestors alive. We have outsourced our memory to devices and our skills to factories. Reclaiming these abilities is an act of empowerment. It is a reminder that the human animal is adaptable, ingenious, and profoundly capable. The most powerful piece of gear is not in your pack. It is the knowledge in your mind and the skill in your hands. A backpack can be lost or broken, but this knowledge, once earned, becomes a part of you. It cannot be taken away. It is weightless, infinitely adaptable, and never runs out of batteries. Master this, and you master any situation. Watch next. Wauuti Soldier Shelters.